Good morning, students. Now we are going to study the next chapter, that is structures of solids. So what do you mean by the structures of solid? So one of the most important application of the principles of symmetry is to determine and describe the structures of crystalline solids. Solids play a very vital role in the progress of the mankind, that is the culture and the civilization of the mankind. Solid state chemistry is a very important branch of the chemistry. During the Stone Age, sharp stones were used as weapons. In Iron Age, metals were used. Today, science and technology are in such an advanced stage that it designs, describes the new materials of the desired quality. For example, the semiconductors, laser, ferrites, magnetic garnet, magnetic bubbles, magnetic recording tape, solar energy converters, etc. etc. These are all the parts of the solid state devices in our daily uses. Most of the inorganic compounds of one or more metals with non-metals are solid under ordinary conditions, and greater part of the structural inorganic chemistry is concerned with the structures of solids, the composition, properties, and indeed the very existence of non-stoichiometric compounds can be well understood only in terms of their structures. Another motivation for the study of solid state is that many characteristic properties of the solids like color, magnetic, electrical, etc. depends on the behavior of the electrons. If the structure and the composition of a compound is known, and then with the help of modern technology, composition of the solid can be varied significantly with the framework of same crystal structure to design the new material of the desired quality. When you consider the traditional materials like glass, rubber, germanium, timber, copper, etc., etc., are all are used today also, but their character and properties are changed to suit the requirement. The nature and the final properties of the materials we use every day depends upon the atomic and molecular structure of the degree of the order and the perfection in the structures and the forces and the energies associated with them. So therefore the solid state chemistry is become important to us, and we also know or find out what type of structures, what type of composition, what type of application, what are the properties of that solid materials in today's life. Then we can see some terms, important terms with respect to the solid state chemistry. First term is the crystal lattice or space lattice. Second one is the lattice point, and third one is the unit cell. Then what do you mean by crystal lattice, lattice point, and unit cell? We can say step by step. First, we are consider here the crystal lattice or space lattice. Okay, what do you mean by the crystal lattice? First, we can see the definition of the crystal lattice. Lattice means the network. So we can define a crystal lattice or space lattice in such a way that the crystal lattice is an orderly array of repeating units. That is the three-dimensional arrangement of particles constituting crystal and represented by the points is called as crystal lattice or space lattice. Here we consider some points, that is, this one is the point, this one another points. All these are the points you will highlighted here. This is the structure of a crystal, but in a 2D, in a two-dimensional way. We can't understand what type of structure is there, what type of geometry is available, and what is the nature of the crystal, properties of the crystal. We can't identify by using this type of two-dimensional picture. But when you arrange this type of structure into three-dimensional, and by drawing the imaginary line, we can see that there is a perfect geometrical array, orderly array is present. And we can say that there is a perfect geometry. There is a cube-like structure or trigonal structure or bipyramidal structure. What type of structure is it? We can see this only in the presence of three dimension. Is in the three dimension. Therefore, the arrangement of all the constituent particles in three dimension or in space is called as crystal lattice. This is called as the network of a crystal. That is, a space lattice is an array of the points. It shows how particles, what type of particle, it may be atoms, ions or molecules, are arranged at different sites in the three-dimensional space so that the nature of the spatial arrangement is crystal clear. It is a clear. Here we can clearly say that this is the crystal. Here we can't explain in two dimension. This is the 2D picture of the crystal. This is the 3D picture of the crystal. When you convert 2D into 3D, we can easily identify the structure, its composition, its what type of variety is present. We can easily understood the image of the crystal. Therefore, this is called as the crystal lattice or space lattice. Again, we define the crystal lattice, that is the three-dimensional arrangement of particles constituting crystal and represented by the point is called as the crystal lattice or space lattice. Then next one is the lattice point. Then what do you mean by the lattice point? Again, when you consider the lattice point, again we have to see the crystal lattice. That is, the point signifies the position of the center of the particle. This is the point, signifies the position of the center of the particles and not the size. Lines are merely drawn to make the nature of the spatial arrangement. These are the lines we draw. Find out the nature of the spatial arrangement clearer to reader. Therefore, points constitute crystal lattice and not the lines. In the other words, we can say that the space lattice is a regular distribution of points in space in such a manner that every point has an identical surrounding. Every point has an identical surrounding. Then we are going to study the next point, that is the lattice point. The lattice point means what? The point at which the particles are arranged are called as lattice point, or the point at which the particles are arranged is called as a lattice point, or the positions occupied by the particle in the crystal lattice. Position occupied by the particle in the crystal lattice is called as lattice point. Is called as lattice point. That is the position occupied by the particle in the lattice, means the lattice point. Therefore, we can say that here is the position occupied by the particle in the crystal lattice. Therefore, this point is called as lattice point. This point is called as lattice point. This is also the lattice point because it is the another part of the crystal lattice. Therefore, this one is also the lattice point. Then we can going to study the unit cell. What is the unit cell of the structure? Now, what do you mean by the unit cell? Unit cell is the smallest geometrical portion of the crystal which can be used to build up the whole crystal. See the definition again. Unit cell is the smallest geometrical portion of the crystal which can be used to build up the whole crystal, or we can say that it is the smallest geometrical portion of the crystal which repeated again and again and again to build up the whole crystal. It is the smallest repeating unit of the space lattice which when repeated over and over again results in the crystal. In most of the crystal, the unit cell are parallel piped or cubes having three sets of parallel faces. By symmetrical arrangement of unit cell, crystal lattice is formed. Therefore, we can say that here one unit cell is drawn. This is the smallest geometrical portion of the, this is one part. When you consider another part, there is another part. Here is another part of the crystal lattice, which repeated again and again and build one crystal. That is the smallest geometrical portion of the crystal, which repeats again and again and again to build one crystal. And we can say that this type of crystal structure is made. This is the crystal lattice. We can say that this one is the crystal lattice and this one is the unit cell, and the unit cell repeated again and again and again which builds one crystal. This one is the crystal. Therefore, you can say that unit cell, this one, this is the single unit cell of the crystal which repeats again and again to build one crystal, and you can say that there is a smallest portion which repeat again and again to build one crystal is called as crystal lattice. Then what do you mean by the next fourth one part is the lattice constant, or also called as the lattice parameters. So what do you mean by the lattice constant? The lattice is made up of a repetition of unit cell first, okay. The second one, we can say that the unit cell can be completely described by three vectors, that is vector A, vector B and vector C, which gives the length of the edges of the unit cell and the angles we can easily say between them, that is alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, look at the picture, that is this is the vector A, then here is the vector C and here is the vector B. No? Or we can say here that is the height C, that is length A and this one is the length B. Therefore A, B and C, these are the three vectors constituted by the unit cell, and in between them there are some angles. The angle is called as alpha angle, beta angle and gamma angle. Here is, this one is called as alpha, this one is called as beta and this one is called as gamma angle. Okay, here we can say clearly, that is this one is the alpha angle, this one is the beta angle and third one is the gamma angle. Okay, We can easily here say alpha, beta and gamma angles. Therefore, we can say that these three lattice vectors and interfacial angles collectively called as the unit cell parameters or lattice constant or lattice parameters also. We can say that A lattice constant A, lattice constant B, lattice constant C and angles alpha, beta and gamma. All these are collectively called as lattice parameters or lattice constant. Therefore, we can say that unit cell of a three-dimensional crystal lattice is very important to us. Here we again say that three axes, that is, this one is the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. These and the intercept on these are designed by A, B and C respectively. It is thus obvious that if the value of these intercept and interfacial angles are known, one can easily determine the form of the actual size of the unit cell. Therefore, we can say that the unit cell constitute three axes, that is x, y and z, three vectors, that is A, length B and height C, and the angles in between them, that is alpha angle, beta angle and gamma angle. All these are collectively called as lattice parameters or lattice constant, and by knowing this we can easily determine the form and actual size of the unit cell. Therefore, we can say that a crystal has the same type of symmetry as does the unit cell. Crystals are bounded by plane surfaces called faces. Faces meet to form straight edges which intersect to form an angle. The plane faces, straight edges and the angles are the characteristics of the crystals. Face, edge and angle, all these are the characteristics of the crystal. Therefore, the definite order arrangement of face and edge of a crystal is known as crystal symmetry. Definite arrangement, geometrical perfection is there, then we can say that this is the crystal symmetry. For geometrical consideration, there is a different 7 crystal systems and 14 Bravais lattices are there present. What are the 7 systems? That is cubic system, tetragonal system, monoclinic system, orthorhombic system, triclinic system, rhombohedral or trigonal system and hexagonal system. All these are described by the scientist A. Bravais, which shows the 14 different ways in which similar points can be arranged in three-dimensional space. They shows 14 different Bravais lattice ways, arrangement of possible. We can easily arrange all types of structures in three dimension. These are all also known as Bravais lattices. All crystalline solids can be represented by one of these lattice structures, but it is a common practice to divide all the crystal systems into 7 basic crystal systems based on the interrelation between the lengths and angles of the crystal axis. Therefore, the basic crystal systems, we know that first one is the cubic, second one is tetragonal, third one is the monoclinic, fourth one is the orthorhombic, fifth one is triclinic, sixth one is the rhombohedral or also it is called as trigonal system, and last seventh one is the hexagonal system. Therefore, in today's lecture, we considered some important introduction part of the solid state chemistry or structures of solid. Then we studied some important terms, that is 4 important terms, that is crystal lattice or space lattice, lattice point, unit cell and lattice constant or lattice parameters. And we will see some explanation regarding the 7 crystal system and the 14 Bravais lattices. Thank you. The next video we can see the closest packing of the rigid spheres. Thank you.